Alright, I've got a video here, some local pussy, how to prevent yourself from snapping your Dura or Ultra Gary cranks. Right, this is what happens here, is they're bonded, they're like a clamshell, and they can really bung up. Yeah, so this is the deal here, this is Shimano Ultegra, and how do you prevent yourself? How do you protect yourself from the dangers of a Shimano crank fail? Right, this is a serious thing. Now, the rider I got this off here, local Adelaide rider, follows my nutritional protocol, aka carbs the F up, and a very strong rider, right? Specimen of a rider, strong rider. Now, I would never ever buy a bike from him, unless he only rode it for like a day. It's just going to get thrashed, right? So how do you protect yourself against crank failures? One, you always got to check your equipment. Right, you always got to check your equipment. Any creaking or cracking, you got to check it before it fails. So he's lucky this didn't fail in a sprint. He was going up a hill and it failed. So his pedal was connected to his foot still, and he just sort of, didn't crash, but it could have been nasty. It could have been nasty in a bunch sprint, no doubt about that. Warranty, no warranty for this one. Receipt's been lost. Shimano don't want to borrow it, so it's going to recycling bin. The issue is common. In the Dura series, the 9000, the Dura 9100. These are absolute black rings, by the way. Absolutely fabulous. These cranks can also crack across here. They're also the clamshell. These cranks can also crack. They're also the clamshell, right? So you're not, just because you spend more money getting the Dura ache, it doesn't mean you don't get the ache, How to prevent yourself from doing that? One, check equipment. Two, don't follow my nutritional advice. Right, what if you're going to buy some second-hand cranks online? You see some cheap, people are going 12 speed, you see these cranks going for cheap. They're worth nothing now. How do you protect yourself? One, you're going to check it. You're going to look behind the crank here. You're going to check for any cracks or separations, things like that. And ideally, you're going to buy from someone who doesn't take my nutritional advice. Right? So you can ask them, hey, do you know Dura Rider on YouTube? And if they do, say, do you follow his advice? And if they do follow my advice, do not buy from them, all right? Because the crank's going to be pretty thrashed, unless they're like brand new takeoff. If they say, no, Dura Rider's a douche, I don't follow his diet advice, sugar's bad, carbs are bad, eat less, move more, then the crank's going to be pretty safe to use, okay? Pretty safe to use. So there you go, that's how you protect yourself against crank failure from Shimano, who don't really care about releasing really dangerous product. It is a bit disgraceful. Being up Shimano, they'll be like, oh, gee, I haven't seen that before. But go on Google Images and you'll see a lot of these issues. There's an Instagram account called Thanks Shimano, full of images of failed products. So otherwise, they can be pretty good cranks, but like anything in life, you don't get what you pay for. You got to check it, It's a competitive world out there. Corners are cut. People got to make stock market profits and stuff like that. So often quality gets hit back. Anyway, that's the deal. Protect yourself out there. Always buy product from low carb people because they can't push watts. FTP is 60 and you're good to go.